I look at this industry and it's interesting. Not everybody feels this way, but we're competitors in some instances.
Yeah.
But we're also kind of in the same industry. And so when I was new and coming up in the business, I surrounded myself with experienced agents that were willing to share with me, and kind of I was a sponge trying to take in everything I could. But it is interesting, I mean, we're trading ideas, but we are also competitors to a certain extent. So
yeah, the market area is not that big, so you encounter the same people. What kind of advice would you give someone that just started a farm?
So some of the terminology I used, it's an investment in your future, okay? You're not going to make a ton of money working a geographic farm your first couple of years. It's just the way it is. And you're not going to make a lot of money working a geographic farm if you're younger. So I don't know how old you are, Keely, but I was 30 when I got in full time. And one of the biggest challenges was, well, I want to work with somebody who's experienced. Well, how am I supposed to get experience if nobody gives me a chance?
Yeah.
So it's a big, it's
that's why it's like this
it's a challenge.
Until it's like this.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to overcome. It kind of depends on the brokerage firm that you're with. There are some agents in our office that have teams. Keller Williams, of course, that's their whole paradigm. I'm not a big fan of the Keller Williams paradigm, but aligning yourself with an experienced agent like Wilson is another way to go. Have a mentor, to kind of help you. Of course, they're going to get a piece of the action by doing that. But then at some point, you can jump into the deep end of the pool without a life preserver, and be able to do it on your own. So I guess my message to you is be consistent. Don't get discouraged. Quicker income, sure, quicker income is working buyers. So I think newer agents can have a little bit easier time now because I don't know how new agents survived the last 14 months without being able to do open houses. How can you pick up buyers if you're not doing open houses? I mean, you can call, you can do lead generation, on the web, but to me, you do all that stuff. That's not the same as meeting, connecting with somebody on an open house. I'm about 75% listings, 25% buyers. So I can be really choosy with what buyers I want to work with. I know when I have a listing, I'm going to get paid. Yeah. With a buyer, it's still, and I knew that in year one. I knew at the end of my first year in the business that I wanted to be a listing agent. It's the old Mike Ferry, Tommy Hopkins, list to last.
Yep.
If you want this to be your full-time career, you have to have listings. No matter where the market is, even if it's a tougher market, you've got to have listings.